everyone. Welcome to OnyxEarth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we have a viewer's choice, pick a card reading. I guess that's what you call what we've been doing. But like I said, I like the format. I like the poll. That way I can get you content that you actually want. Yeah, so somebody in the comments, I don't know the name off the top of my head, gave me the specific topic that I was looking for, because I honestly, y'all, I didn't have time to kind of sit down and come up with an adult 18 plus theme. I just been all over the place lately, and when I have not been all over the place, I've been using that time to refresh and rejuvenate so that I could be a whole person. Anyway, yeah, so that person in the comments that gave me that, thank you so much. It is their current daydreams about you. And again, as you all love, it is an adult 18 plus love reading. I don't know why I'm wanting to say reason or reasoning. So that may be applicable with some of you just in your life. Like, I guess some of you may be seeking a reason for something that may have happened, that may have occurred, or just in general, maybe, I don't know how that's related to the topic, but maybe we'll get some answers here today. We're not gonna drag this out any more than it needs to be, because it's late, I'm tired, and I'm just being a trooper for you guys. I'm getting it out because that's what you want, okay? So yes, so pile 1 is the fluorite, pile 2 is the black lace agate, and pile 3 I think is raw emerald. So I'll give you a moment to select your piles. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, pile 1, if you selected this fluorite crystal, then this is your reading. So we're gonna just start with a tarot like we usually do and work our way into those oracle decks. I do have, due to the topic that we're looking at today, we're gonna look at cards from the erotic sex oracle and the sex answers oracle as well. So let's just see how 1, their current daydreams about you. What is your person's current daydreams about you? Queen of Coins. Very stable energy here. So with just this card, it's not feeling hypersexual. It is touchy-feely, like it is like a very physical, like there's an attraction. It's more an observation of your body. Like they're more daydreaming about like how you look, your body, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know how to describe this energy. It's not hypersexual. It's more sensual, I guess. Like it's more thinking about what your skin would feel like, etc. Right? So far. Yeah. Very calm energy coming in from this person's daydreams. And I got 2, and we got Ace of Coins. Lots of earth energy here, and 2 of rods. So this is feeling like a new situation. It's very early. It's not feeling like someone that let me put the bottom down. Okay, yeah. So we've got the sun. It's feeling like someone that I don't want to say doesn't know you well enough to have daydreams, because daydreams are fantasy based, but it's like this person that you're asking about has a very realistic approach to the way they conceptualize things, the way they think, and the way that they just interact with the world around them is very real. So they're not necessarily super rooted in fantasy. And it's not that they don't have daydreams, it's just that right now the types of, like when they think of you in a sexual way in terms of daydreams, it's more from like a future perspective, a planning perspective with that 2 of rods, right? Because there's lots of chemistry, lots of sexual attraction, especially with that sun, but that sun almost feels like an illumination. Like this person, some of you, this is a person that's only recently realized that they're sexually attracted to you, if that makes sense. So like I said, with that Queen of Coins, And that Ace of Coins, it's like, it feels new. It feels new, kind of like someone that's seeing someone in a brand new light. Now, I know that's not the hypersexual energy that you guys like, but let me see what else I can see from these cards. I will say that everything that this person foresees in the future, because it's not a daydream, it's things that they kind of could see happening. You know, if you haven't already taken it to the next level, like if there's potential, like if they see a potential, these are things that they see happening, not just the fantasy, right? So it just feels very rooted in like pleasures, just not just sexual pleasures, but just indulgence in general. Like this is a person that like daydreams about eating with you and the types of food you would eat together, the types of experiences you would have together, things like that. So I do have cards that I could dip into more of the sexual energy, but right now it's just that this person is super attracted to you, super like I'm hearing the word allure, right? There's this an energy of allure around you when it comes to this person, and they just, it's not feeling sexual. It's not feeling hypersexual. It's just feeling like they're intrigued, like they're interested, like they're more fascinated by you sexually than anything. So let me pull from this Moonology deck just to see if I could get any more details about why that is the case. Because I'm getting more like that they're just attracted to you. So I don't know if you need that confirmation that they are. If you need the confirmation that they're attracted to you, they are. It's just not hypersexual. It doesn't feel like this person, some of you, this person doesn't have enough to work with to have daydreams about you. That's the case. Like it's not like it's very new with that Ace of Pentacles. They're just kind of getting to know you or getting familiar with you on some form of a level with that Two of Rods. It's like an awakening with that Sun card, like a spotlight, like all of a sudden, boom, they recognize pile one, and it's like, that's interesting. I'm intrigued by pile one. So that's the approach from this person when they think of you, because it's not giving daydream per se. It's just giving fascination. So let's see what I can get with this Moonology deck, because I may just have to cut straight to these. Okay, so a time for healing. So maybe this person's preoccupied, and that's why I'm not getting a hypersexual. Like I said, this person's very, very attracted to you. Very, there's a very sensual underlying energy here. Like this person is big into like the physical touch. Like this person would hug you a lot. They would like just touch you all over just because they could. Like that's their nature, but it's not feeling like a hypersexual daydream, right? Like you have a time for healing here. It's like this person feels like having any type of sexual encounter with you would be a very healing act. Like they would leave it, like they would be a better person after having sex with you. That's how this person sees you, which is very, very interesting. And I didn't think that the energy that I'm getting in pile one would come through for this question, because I mean, we're asking their current daydreams about you on a sexual level, in an intimate level, and we're getting all of this in energy about them being intrigued and attracted and finding you beautiful and touch and being healed by the sex. And it's like, it's just very interesting. This is a very interesting person. They're not like most people. You have so with all of that earth energy, you may be asking about a Virgo, because you've got Queen of Coins, Ace of Coins. Could be a feminine possibly for some of you, just because we have that Queen. Does not have to be, but you are good enough, full moon and Virgo. So this person actually, if you were wondering if this person's attracted to you, this person is actually wondering if you're attracted to them. This is feeling very, very new. Like this isn't feeling like a sustainable like a connection that's been around for a while, right? It feels like brand new. Let me see if I can find that energy of those of you that may be already interacting with someone before I pull the last card. So some of you, if this is a person that you've known for a while, it's an awakening happening, that this person is actually realizing that they're attracted to you and that they're interested in you on a sexual level. That's some of you, and that's why you have this energy of like healing, or you are good enough, like that Two of Rods. It's like, how do I move now that I realize that I have sexual feelings towards Power One, right? That happened. And let's see, I'm not getting relationship vibes. Like, this is a person you're in a relationship with. If this is a person that you've had a relationship with, then this person is wondering and fantasizing about, one, the past, but also if they would get another shot. Like, what it would be like this go around, how you've matured sexually, which is hilarious. That's funny that energy is coming through. But like, if this is an ex, they're thinking about how you've grown sexually since you've been with them. So let me get this last card, and then after this we'll hop into those other oracle decks. That wasn't the card I wanted, but it popped out. Hold your vision. This is a person that might be manifesting you, Power One. I'm not even about to lie, which is interesting. I'm not saying they're consciously doing it. I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, they might be. Because with You Are Good Enough and Hold Your Vision, some of you, a lot of you, it may be the case. And then you have Super Moon, emotions are running high. So this person, while they are not having these extravagant daydreams so far about you, like, they do think about having sex with you a lot. Like, it's not about, like, it's not a daydream. Like, they don't have the whole fantasy planned out in their head where they visualize it, but they definitely think about it. Like, I know that if I had sex with Power One, it would be like a life-changing experience. It would be super healing. Like, it would be super intense with the emotions are running high. Like, it would last a long time with Hold Your Vision. Like, I would feel good after, you know, with You Are Good Enough. And honestly, the Virgo rules the sixth house of health, wellness, and fitness. So like, they're thinking about the fact that like just having sex with you would have them in shape. Again, that healing energy in both of those cards. Like, they just feel like it would be this, for whatever reason, they're associating sex with you with wellness. Like, with it would make their lives better. It would be like healing, like, for whatever reason. Like, it's feeling like the act in and of itself, like, because they're seeing you as that sun card, which is Leo energy. It's that bright, they think it would be fun because that's also fifth house energy, but they're seeing you as like the sun shining down on them, especially with super moon. I know that's not the sun, but like, it's like huge in the sky, right? That's how they are envisioning sex with you, like this huge spotlight, and like just kind of sharing energy with you would just be really good, right? It's actually sweet. I know that y'all don't want sweet, but it's sweet. So I'm going to go into Melanin Pop now just to get some more tea. Maybe I can get more specifics and I can get into this person's daydreams. But this person doesn't feel like a huge daydreamer. And it's probably because I'm telling you right now, the most of you, what is this card that's sticking out face up? What is this? Forest. I'm going to take it because it's in the deck wrong. I don't even know. So you got the Forest card. Abundance, hidden wealth, transformation, growth. So this is why this person, there's two sides coming through just from this Forest card, right? So, and there's a lot of purple and green, so crown and heart chakra energy. But right now, this Forest card, which had no business being face up, and I just peeked at Powerful Man, Oshun, and such. So some of you, this is a secret admirer that you're asking about. Like, at least they think they're a secret admirer. Like, you're asking about them, so you like them back. So it's weird, but I guess in their mind, they're a secret admirer, and that's why there's not much daydreaming. Like, they probably don't know you, because if they're secretly admiring you from afar, they don't know you well enough to daydream about you. Like, they're not again, like I mentioned, this person's not super fantasy based. They're rooted in reality enough to where they're not going to create a perception about somebody that they intend to get to know or hope to get to know. They want to experience that person authentically. Like, they want to have the chance for that person to create their own impression without what is the word, projecting expectations on that person. Like, that's what I'm getting from this person. Yeah, they're not like hypersexual. It's just not what they give, but that doesn't mean that they don't have that energy. Like I said, we touched on it a little bit, but let me pull more. I got beach, ocean, water, cleanse, force, subconscious. It's giving secret energy, that same secret energy from the forest card, that very low key, in the background, shadows, very private energy that and then we have cleanse. Like, we have this healing. It's all about healing. For whatever reason, this person feels you would be very healing for them on a sexual level. Like, it's giving 8th and 12th house energy to some degree, just because, like, when people with that type of synastry merge, it's like they lose sight of who they are when merging with that person, because it's like you don't know where you start and where they start. So that's the energy. But like I said, forest, beach, but it's also because we have 2 outdoor cards. We're getting somewhere. This is a person that, and with all of these earth signs and the sun, is giving outdoors, right? You have the forest, you have the beach. It's all very private energy, because again, that beach card represents the subconscious, which is deeply personal energy. So it's giving more private beach. This is a person that daydreams, we're getting to it, about being secluded with you in a very private, intimate space, just you two. And that is the sexual fantasy. From a daydream perspective, they daydream about having you all to themselves, no one else around, no one in your business, because it's giving deeply private. Like, this is what they daydream about. It's just you two together, enjoying each other's company, intimately, not just sexually, but that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one more card from this deck, and it jumped out, and we've got performer. Shine, confidence, musician, spotlight, dance, communication. So that actually is interesting about the sun, because like it goes with the sun card, right? And let me slide these over so I can create space for the bottom. I wrapped the bottom, but like we got body at that came, but like the bottom is actually taste. The way that I picked it up. So the bottom says flavor, sweetness, pleasant, expensive, beauty, details. I think I mentioned at the beginning that this is a person that fantasizes about experiences with you, like eating with you, just indulging in you and indulging with you. And now I have your channeled song. Ha 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 ha. Let me go ahead and put it down before I forget. It is Indulge. And I think, okay, her name is Jones. I'm gonna link it down below. Because, okay, so now with these 3 cards, it's all coming together. This is a person that loves, they have expensive taste, they love lavish things. Not necessarily because it's expensive. It's not giving that. It's giving that this person, again, they crave experiences, they love experiences, they love to explore, they love to travel, they love trying new foods, different foods. Again, that's just what this person likes. And when this person this person kind of does see you two in this energy. Look at all of the snacks surrounding this couple, right? There's chocolate, there's candy. It's giving foreplay. Like if this person is fantasizing about you on a deeply sexual level, or again, some of you, it's brand new energy. So when this person begins, they'll be thinking about playing with candy, chocolate. You see the lollipops. They probably fantasize about oral, things like that. And that's probably why you got so many references to eating, because I literally as soon as I saw Queen of Coins, I was thinking about, okay, this person is thinking about taste, like eating, trying food. So they're probably wanting to like play with foods if that's what they're into, or they're thinking about oral. Could be that as well. But I'm not even gonna lie, that energy is super powerful, overtaking the pile right now. Definitely oral. I guess I'm just not into that super sexual energy because like it went over my head initially. So now it's coming through and I'm like, oh, I'm registering the energy. That's funny. But yeah, this person's wanting to, like I said, they want to go to the forest, they want to go to the beach, they want to go to shows, right? You got the performer, so maybe music, concerts, plays, things of that nature. They want to go and explore things. Like that's the daydreamers, living life and exploring day to day with you, and then enjoying you in the midst of all of these experiences on a sexual level, like having these experiences and having sex with you at the same time. Like that makes sense. So that's where this person's head is, right? So let's see, I'm gonna pull from, if I can stop dropping cards prematurely, I have the Black Hollywood Romance Stars before I want to jump into the erotic sex and sex answers. But yeah, huge deal on taste for this person. So again, lots of oral, but again, deeply private, solo energy, wanting to go to shows and such like that. Yeah, but this person just sees you as like this bright star, like with the performer, and that because it says shine, confidence, spotlight, and sun. They just see that. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so your first card from this deck is soulmate. It says this person you are inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. Nice. So, and then you have harvest, which is you planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And there's another reference to food. We're talking about fruit. We got candy on the table. Like this person really wants to indulge in food. They with you. They want to indulge in you. Like I'm saying, like it's giving lots of oral. Like this is the person that wants to kiss you all over your body. They fantasize about that. Like they want to touch you all over. Like that's just like, that's this person's energy as it relates to daydreaming about you. That's too many cards and I'm not gonna take them. One more and then the bottom before I get to the decks that fit with the theme. And security. Okay, what is yours will always be yours. This love is secured by the divine. So that's, this person just wants to enjoy the physical plane with you. Like that's all it is. Because the next card at the bottom, I'm going to read it, but I don't think the message necessarily applies in the way that the card traditionally reads. It says, just because we want something so bad doesn't mean we have to rush into it. Take a moment to talk with your partner or self to reflect on what is best and slow down here. It is the energy of this. It's giving, honestly, I'm getting strong Taurus energy from this pile, just from this taste and the beach and the harvest. It's like a real slow down energy. That's why it's not hypersexual. It's not quick enough to be hypersexual. Like the pile is like, I just want to lay down with this person. I want to go eat. Like, I want us to lay down some more. I want us to travel, lay down at like where we're traveling, like slow down. Like it's all about rest, relaxation, indulgence with this person. This person just wants to enjoy your energy, your company, and things like that. So like I said, with sex, it's more of an experience. It's more of an indulgence. It's a slowing down. Like it's a calming down. Like they feel like sex with you would calm them down, make them less antsy, right? So now to the gritty. Let's see if these decks are gonna give us the juicy. And I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't say juicy, but that came through, so that may be hilariously relevant to your pile. Your person is really fixed on this oral. They probably really do like to eat. Okay, and boom, the first card is romantic sex, because I know what I'm talking about when I'm channeling these messages. I said It's not a hypersexual pile. It's not because it's romantic sex. This person's like thinking, like, again, from a soulmate perspective, it's all about, it's actually like a love-based pile. Like, this person wants to be in love with you if they aren't already. Like, they daydream about being in love with you, about sharing their love with you. That's what they daydream about. Let me see, I'm gonna pull 2 more and take the bottom, and then we're gonna get the last one. But yeah, pile 1, if you came here looking for the freaky leaky whatever, and 2 just jumped the face down, if you came here looking for that, you knew better, because this is not the type of person. Emotionally distant is the bottom. So I don't know if there's distance between the 2 of you, or if it's that what did I say earlier, that secret admirer energy, that crush energy, you two not being that familiar with one another, but there's a distance emotionally, and that makes sense if it's that secret admirer, crush, not familiar, new energy. Okay, like, that's completely normal. They're trying to get here, like, this is what they're thinking about, but really it's this because it's too new, right? And then we've got mixed signals and that's probably why this person doesn't have lots of fantasies. Like, they're not sure how to take you. They're not sure. So like most of you here, this person's not sure if you're interested. So like, that's why it's not any daydreams. It's like, they're not about to like do all of that for a person they're not sure is even like interested in them, or right, or if it's not a thing. And then, ooh, submit to me. So 1 or 2, it depends on your person's energy. This person is getting, like I said, mixed signals. So if you're getting this reading, clearly you're interested, maybe make it clear to this person that you're interested, because they don't know for sure. Okay, like, they're completely confused with get mixed signals and emotionally distant. Like, that's how they're taking you. So with God mixed signals and submit to me, it's like, it's giving switch energy. It's giving switch energy. So it's making me feel like this person fantasizes about being super dominant with you one moment, and then the next moment they're like, okay, I'm gonna be submissive and let the person, like, let pile 1 take me. Like, that's the energy from this person. But again, very romantic still. It's giving romantic, like that. Like, especially with the emotionally distant. Like, emotionally distant is not the best card. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna pick that up in a second so you can see. But like, even the emotionally distant, it's like just kind of like laying there and submitting. It's giving that energy. But you have You're My Fantasy underneath that. So that's sweet. And I feel like that's a confirmation from the person that this pile is about, that while they don't have the super sexual fantasy, what's the question? These super fantasy based daydreams, like the You're My Fantasy card is like, okay, this person sees you in the way that you're hoping this reading would say. It's just that they're rooted in reality, and they're not going to spend all day like daydreaming about you sexually. It's just not giving that that's their nature to be super like sexual, and that they spend the days daydreaming about you, right? Especially since like this person's got stuff going on with this energy that's in the cards, like because like taste, performer, beach force, it feels like a person that's here, there, everywhere. And honestly, if they have that taste, they probably are doing really well, like financially, because I mean, you can have that taste and not be able to afford it, but it's feeling like this person's used to having that. So if they're used to having that, then they can afford it, that which means they're probably busy. So let's see. Okay, we got the last deck. I've got, I split the deck and Obsession came out. So this person is making it clear. They think about you a lot. They think about you all the time. All the time. Look at that heart, that fiery, passionate heart. It's just that they're not like fantasy, like they're not daydreaming about sex with you all day. They have they have stuff to do. I don't know where I'm getting the stuff to do from, but like I just assume, because like for them to be obsessed, like they feel obsessed, like based on that card. I don't know. It's just this person has weird energy, but it's just funny that The obsessed card was there when I split the deck. It's like I said, with You're My Fantasy that slipped out, it's like they want you to know that they do think about you a lot, like, right? Like, they do think about you a lot all the time. Romantic sex, soulmate, like being with you, experiencing things with you. They want you to know that it's beyond the sex, but they're not daydreaming about you on a sexual level on a regular basis. That's just not this person. So let's see what else I can get. Maybe I can get anything else, something else about them. Worth waiting. So that's a message that this person is willing to wait for you. And honestly, some of you, this person may not be that experienced sexually. That might be why some of you, that worth waiting means that they possibly are a virgin, or they're just not experienced enough to have all of these wild daydreams about you, or that's just not the energy that they're in. Like, they may be celibate, right? Like, that worth waiting may be like an explanation as to why this pile was not hypersexual, right? That worth waiting, especially landing, I just throw cards out, on top of romantic sex, is they're waiting for something much deeper, which is why they probably have that whole idea of sex being super healing when it comes to you. It's making sense. It's coming together. I'm going to take the last 2 cards and then take the bottom and close this out. Spiritual connection, what I just talked about. This person is looking for something deep. Like, it has to have meaning. So, like, while they have all of this indulgence, they want to be so deeply rooted in the physical with you. Like, this person wants to explore the world, eat food, oral, regular sex, but it has to be connected to something. It has to have a spiritual connection. It can't be just anybody. It can't be just any person, which is why they're not hypersexual. Like, they have to be intrigued on a spiritual level, right? Worth waiting, romantic sex. They have to be intrigued on an emotional and mental and spiritual level. Otherwise, it's not there. The fire doesn't burn if there's no spiritual connection. And that's probably why you got that soulmate card as well. So let me get the last one and take the bottom. I'm glad it came together, because I was a little concerned about this pile, because like it wasn't reading. And then you have secret lover. So those of you where I talked about it being what is it? Secret admirer, a crush, someone new, someone that may have not revealed their feelings for you. That's the confirmation that it's what I said. And look, oh my goodness, listen, you literally cannot make this up. Looks at the bottom. Obsession. So if you were concerned, like, oh, I didn't get much sexual energy, this person's not sexually attracted to me, this person just, they have to have a spiritual connection to even be in that energy. And they don't, you know, if this is a crush or a secret admirer, blah, 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 like that, it's not, it's just like they don't know you well enough to be at that point. But, you know, they think about you all the time with obsession, because that card came up. It split. It was there when I split the deck the first time, and now it is there at the end. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you other than that this person is obsessed with you, and it's probably emphasized by that sun. So they are obsessed with you. Okay. And now that I'm also finally, if you stuck around, if you know, those of you where you stuck around because of a relationship, I mentioned earlier that I was not getting that energy. At the very end, I'm getting, yes, it's giving that you may be in a connection where you are not very intimate, because like this person may be waiting for religious purposes or whatever. Just, there might just be celibate, it may just be a personal choice, but like this person is not having all of these daydreams, because that's just not their nature. Again, if they're celibate for a personal reason, then they have that, like, they're just not thinking about sex all day. They're just not. Like, pile 1, your person is just not thinking about sex all day. Okay, that's just not it. So I think that's all I have. So I'm going to wrap it up now. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, pile 2, if you selected this black lace agate and it's shaped like a heart, then this is your reading. So I'm going to just start with the tarot, and then we're going to go into some oracle decks, and then I have the erotic sex oracle and sex answers oracles to top it off. Okay, we're going to be looking at their current daydreams about you. This is an 18+ adult reading with sexual themes. We're going to look and see what your person's thinking about, daydreaming about with you sexually. Let's go. And the cards are starting to clump together in a way that they were not, which is interesting. We've got the Queen of Rods. Fiery passion. Know what that looks like? Yep, it does to me too. So that's what this person's daydreaming about. Some of you putting it down or getting it put down on them. Like I said, it's not gender specific. It's just this person's thinking about that, whether they have one or whether they want to get one. or something similar, right? And here we go. Now this person's interesting. You've got the Devil. That is Capricorn energy. Look at those horns. So already you've got Queen of Rods, Devil. It's giving like, what's the word? Like, this is a person that's big on seducing. Like, this is a person that is like huge on seducing, dominating, controlling. Like, this is a person that will like take control, and that's what the daydreams are about. Like, they daydream about dominating you. Or being dominated. So it just depends, honestly, because it's two halves, right? Because that's how energy works, right? You all come into this general reading pile, and some of you are the energy projected from the cards, and others of you, I say you, but some of the people you're asking about are the energy projected from the cards, and others of them are the people that are hoping that energy is projected onto them, because it's a daydream, right? It just depends on if your person is the more of a receiver or a dominant sexually, which side that they are on. And some of you, the persons, it's both, right? They want to be dominated and they want to dominate as well, and there's nothing wrong with that. So let me see, but that Devil card, as it relates to sex, it's just very interesting to come up right away. So I have the 9 of Blades. It's giving all night long, okay? And that's what this person's daydreaming about, being with you all night long. But it's not just lust, it's not just passion, because at the bottom you've got the 2 of Cups, and that's beautiful. So this is a person that has feelings for you on a romantic level. Like, if you weren't sure, this is the confirmation that there are romantic feelings from this person. It's very stable energy with that Capricorn energy of the Devil card. But like, this person wants to go all night long. They actually daydream about you, but they also stay up all night thinking about you as well. And they think about you two being together. They fantasize about you two being together very passionately, and stuck, and just honestly, they think about being with you forever. That Devil card is about control. It's ruled by Saturn and Capricorn. It's stable, long-term energy. Like Saturn, contacts and synastry often are indicators of the glue in married couples, right? The parts that keep you stuck together. And that's how they feel. Like, they want to be yours and you to be theirs forever. And they daydream about that. And they have this Energizer Bunny approach to sex and thoughts of sex. So let's get into this Moonology so we can get more energy, which this person probably has Capricorn placements, because when I split the deck just now and looked at it, it's I think the full moon in Capricorn. I'm not going to take it because I want to keep shuffling. Let's see. So much tried to happen just now. And that's why, because your first card is a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries, could have Aries placements. So on top of Queen of Rods, which is hilarious, it's like That's what this person daydreams about. They daydream about the climax that they're going to have with you, or that they could have with you. They daydream about climaxing with you. And then you have Virgo, which maybe you picked pile 1, which would be interesting if you did, because these feel very different, but maybe it's just two sides of a person, right? But because you have a time to give rather than take. And this person 100%, while there are those of you I mentioned that this person likes both, it's giving one extreme or the other. Like some of you, this person is super receiver. Like they are the receiver all the time. They want to be taken. Others of you, this person is 100% dominant. They want to be dominated all the time. If you have a person that switches, when they switch, it's in extremes. Like when they ready to be the receiver, they want to be completely, like they want to be taken in that moment. When they go into sex, or think about sex, like, okay, I'm gonna dominate pile 2, like that's it. There's no switching mid-sex for them, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's how but again, there's also those sides of you where they're always wanting to be the receiver, they're always wanting to be the dominator. But those of you with the switch, like I just said, but that's just very interesting, because that's what the fantasy is based around, is either being a receiver or being dominant. Like that's how this person, daydreams about you in those extremes. So I want one more and then the bottom. See what we get. What is that? Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So this person's a talker. They think about talking to you, hearing you talk to them. They're big on sound and being like pleasure, during pleasure. Like they want to hear moans, they want to moan, like that's the fantasy. And then you have energy gaining momentum. Like this person has a lot of stamina, and they like want to, like I said, all night long energy. Like that's just this person's, they daydream about the foreplay. Like what the energy is gaining momentum, they daydream about the build up to sex, because again, that fiery climax approaches, right? Like they want to enjoy the experience of the sexual encounter, and they daydream about that. But it's not just about the actual sexual encounter, it's about the teasing, right? That devil card, the foreplay, the you taking control or them taking control and being in control of the other sexual arousal. Like that's how they see themselves and you in the daydream, right? Like that's the energy of playing with the person until they're ready to go and can't wait anymore, or you playing with them until they can't anymore. Like, you know, the flirtation and just the overall foreplay prior to the sexual experience. So let's see what Melanin Pop has to add. Let's see. This person's daydreaming about you, pile 2. Almost got one. Long distance. So there may be distance. Or it may be a new person. It's probably pile 1 stepping in. If you stuck around, thanks for the support. Hopefully this resonates as well. But it's also giving, again, from pile 1, and it's not wanting to focus. There it is. That travel. But like them wanting to travel and go to foreign places, new places, and have sexual experiences with you. They fantasize about that. But it's not just that. It's also that energy gaining momentum, a fiery climax, right? It's almost like distance makes the heart grow fonder. That's what this card is giving. It's like this person fantasizes about missing you when, I don't know, you're out with friends or whatever, you travel with friends, you do whatever, travel for work, all of those things. This person just thinks about, they fantasize about the build up and the missing you, and like, I don't know why I'm getting like talking on the phone, like talking to you, maybe FaceTime while you or they or both are traveling separately, and like having a little phone sex, right? A little FaceTime action, like the teasing, and then whoever gets back, and then boom, climax approaches, right? So like that's what this person's daydreams about. and they like, and the long distance isn't just like necessarily like you or them traveling or distance between you two, so much as it's the foreplay, right? Like you have to wait until later energy, right? Like they daydream about you two being in a situation where you're kind of aroused and wanting each other, but it's not appropriate. Like maybe you're out and about at dinner, you have to wait until after dinner. That's the types of daydreams this person has. So let me get 2 more cards. Oh, so look what you have here. And it's funny because this is a very intimate card in this deck. If I could get it to focus. I don't think it's happening because it's too dark. Sorry about that. Anyway, it says intensity, healing, contracts, mirroring. Okay, and again, it's twin flame card. So this person could see you as their twin flame. They may be your twin flame. You never know. Like I said, that's just an energy. But this shows that this person fantasizes about union, like complete all union on a soul, spiritual level with you. And like just the intimacy of that card. Again, not gender specific, but you see how close they are. You can't see it clearly because it does not want to focus for me. Because it's dark. I'm filming this late, so but again, it's just that intimacy that comes with that. Like this person's like just wants to merge with you, and that's what they fantasize about. And maybe that they like that position, right? That the two characters are in. Maybe they fantasize about that specific position. But again, it's all about skin to skin too with this person. And you've got body, as I'm saying, skin to skin. So it says fitness, cosmetic surgery, body modification. So this person genuinely thinks about your body, thinks about your body against theirs, and blah, 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 blah. If you are very in shape or whatever your body is, they really admire it. But those of you specifically that like are into fitness and stuff, like they really admire your physique, okay, that body, right? And those of you that again, this is we welcome all people from all walks of life on this channel. If you've had any type of surgery on your body for any variety of gender specific reasons, or just any upkeep, like if you've got like a breast lift, you know, a mommy makeover, all of those things as well, on top of just something, a gender specific surgery, like this person thinks it was done really well, they like it and such, okay? And then at the bottom, you've got the groupie card, which is not going to focus. It says, wait. It says shallow. Oh, it almost did. Shallow fan, obsession, stalking lust. So this is a person that may be stalking you. I don't know, but they are a bit obsessed. It's not giving creepy though. It's not giving creepy, but they, you know, they watch you a little bit. They be thinking about you if, you know, which is weird if you're together, because it's like, why are you stalking your person? But, you know, like I said, maybe there's distance. If you're working, or if there's distance between you and this person with that card, or you're traveling, they're keeping tabs on you to make sure like you're not talking to anybody else, or like just to see what you're doing. Like they miss you and they're watching you a lot, okay? But yeah, this person just thinks about you a lot. So like, I mean, that's a good card to have in this instance based on the question we're asking. It has a negative connotation in that deck, but because we're asking this person's current daydreams about you, it's feeling like them thinking about you all the time. And that groupie card is also giving that submissive energy. It's making me feel like this person daydreams about doing whatever you tell them. Like, because of that groupie energy, it's like this person daydreams about doing whatever you tell them to do. Like, they will do whatever you say, or if they're the dominant, they want you to do whatever they say. Like, they fantasize about that in the sexual encounter. So let me see what Black Hollywood Romance Oracle has to say, and then we're going to hop into the gritty of the Erotic Sex Oracle and the Sex Answers Oracle. Let's see. so the hilarious thing is, okay, I'm gonna talk about this card because it fell in reverse, which is, I was like, why is this card falling in reverse? And then I realized it was inner fears. So that card says, as you face your inner fears, is it not? Yeah, no, it's not. Anyway, it says, as you face your inner fears, you recognize what is holding you back from attracting a healthy and loving relationship with others and yourself. But it felt like this. And shadows. So again, it may be that same secret admirer energy a lot of you may be asking about, or maybe you are a secret admirer of how to. It could be either or, but it fell in reverse like that. So I'm going to leave it, but it's giving like that. It's almost like a coming out, because like shadows in reverse, right? Inner fears in reverse is showing like someone coming out and not being afraid. Like the fears are like fading. So that's good. Maybe that's part of that energy, is gaining momentum. Cards, it's feeling like a brazen, is that a word? I'm hearing that like it's a word. I don't know that word, but I'm hearing it. Brazen, I don't know. But it's just giving bold energy, like someone not afraid or not afraid anymore. And boom, you got a channel song. I'm on a roll. It's been a while since I was able to channel songs for each pile. Hopefully pile 3 doesn't let me down. Sorry, I'm writing down this song so that I don't lose it. Okay, we're gonna pull the next card from this Black Romance Oracle. Oh goodness, there was so many cards, and I'm not taking them, but I will show you the one that landed. Like, it's literally a third of the deck. I can't take it, but I'll show you the one that wanted to be seen so we can talk about it for a second. It says life partner. Oh, that one's crystal clear. Look at that. Okay, this person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together. Look at that. How is that? What? It was a message for you, clearly, because that's the clearest card I think I've seen since I sat here. Yeah, so that's a message for you as it relates to this person. And I got my last two, and something happened. What? Let me figure this energy out, because I may have to reshuffle. I've never done this on camera before. Actually, I've never done this in any of these readings before, but let me see what's going on. Okay, so, okay, this person feels traumatized a little bit that you're dealing with, and I don't know why that's coming through, because like this energy has nothing to do with their daydreams, or maybe that's what it is. Their daydreams, like kind of like their fears. That's some of the things they think about, because you have explore in reverse. So I'm going to tell you, it says take a ride and explore new scenery or each other's inner thoughts. Reverse. And we also have breakup, upright. Time apart is on the horizon. This may be short term or long term, and now it's coming through. Hopefully I don't lose it, because I have like 5 different scenarios coming through. So some of you, this is a person that there's distance, right? That long distance, like whether it's travel, for work or leisure, there's just time apart away from you. And it's like this person's daydreaming about all the things that you could be doing with other people that are not them. Like maybe that you're cheating on them, or you're just, if you're not together on paper, you're just living your life without them. Others of you, this is a person that, very similar energy, but a person that you broke up with, or that broke up with you, you're just not together on that level anymore. And that distance, like they miss you, they want to have sex with you, they feel like you're their twin flame, blah, 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 blah. They're reminiscing about the memories. So their sexual daydreams are actual memories of you two when you were having sex. And it may make sense, the energy I was describing, right? And that groupie card is them thinking about all of the people that you're with, now that you're not with them, right? But that was that. I mean, it took a bit of a dark turn. I was like, how what is this? Others of you, if this is a newer person and you're not breaking up and you're feeling like things are going good, this is just this person or yours kind of trauma or insecurities peeking through, because like this is feeling like someone that I say your insecurities, because You're the one getting the readings, right? So some of this energy may be yours. It's feeling like when this person fantasizes about you, like they think about with that groupie card, all of the people, like all of the competition possibly that they may have as it relates to being with you sexually, or maybe they think you used to belong to the streets or that you currently belong to the streets, and that they would have a lot of not just sexual competition, but you would have a lot of people to compare them to sexually, right? Like they're not really that, you know, open, right? Like they're not that open sexually, possibly into exploring any types of alternative forms of sex in a way that they may feel you want to do, right? Like this is why when y'all ask me to do these types of readings, like I start seeing all kinds of things. But yeah, I mean, that's just what's coming through. Like it's a lot. It gets a lot deeper than just their daydreams, right? We start getting the traumas, everything, all of the insecurities and such. Like this is the person that feels that you would literally break up with them if they weren't open to being, I don't know, super freaky or whatever, right? Like they're going to constantly think, or they daydream about you constantly comparing them with that memories card to past lovers, right? Or past sexual escapades, right? Like just people that you've had casual sex with that groupie card. All right. We're going to get back on topic, even though that was related, but that came through. That came through. Let me see what Sex Answers Oracle has to say about this person's current daydreams about you, like their sexual fantasies, like what they be daydreaming about. Obsessed with you. Oh my gosh, what is it with, okay, pile 1, pile 2, all right, obsessed with you. I mean, it's direct. It's okay. And you may have a really nice chest and shoulder area. You may have tattoos that are very attractive to this person, and because this person is holding a chain, you may wear a chain around your neck that accentuates your collarbone in a way that makes you super attractive to this person. Okay, doesn't matter the gender. So let me pull 2 more and take the bottom. All waiting for you to come. So if this is confirmation, pile 2, waiting for you to come. Again, that dom sub energy that was coming through, and that is in the window to me as well. Literally waiting for you to come sexually, right? That energy gaining momentum. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Climax, right? They're waiting for that climax, but they're also waiting for you to come. If there's distance, this person, and I don't know why I put it there. That wasn't a conscious decision, that just happened, but we're going to leave it. Like, you know, again, that back to that collarbone neck area. This person really likes collarbone neck area, but they're waiting for you to come, or the card says waiting for you to come. I don't know who's separated from where, but the card says waiting for you to come. So I'm going to say you, pile 2. They're waiting for you to come. Whether that is a sexual energy or it's a, and again, all night long energy. I think that was what this pile was. I've covered all of my cards, so I don't really remember what's going on here. But as I've channeled the energy, we're just going to keep rolling with it. Again, waiting for you to come. And I don't know why I keep repeating it that way, but maybe you need to hear it multiple times, because I feel like I keep needing to say this person's waiting for you to come. Going to make you mine. And you know what, you got 2 cards, you got 3. Okay, so I'm seeing the correlation between pile 1 and this one. It makes sense. Maybe this is just more detailed or whatever, or this, some of you picked 1 and 2, and some of you just picked either or your person probably is in extremes. Both your persons probably got a lot. But here we go. We talked about body, but we got chest there, we got chest here, right? Going to make you mine. This person fantasizes about making you theirs, you making them yours. That chest, body, that torso, upper half. And again, we got more chest here. Undress me slowly. Again, all night long. There's no rush with this person. I mean, there's rush, but there's no rush with this person. Which deck is this? Because I put it down and I don't remember. Sex answers. Okay, I just want to make sure that I did not mix them. And at the bottom you have romantic sex. Yep. See? Just like pile 1. So that's what this person fantasizes about with you. With that undress me slowly and such, that's what they fantasize about. So let me get this last deck, this erotic sex oracle. And then we're going to wrap it up for you, pile 2. What is this? Long lasting, all night long. We talked about it. Long lasting, not just sexually, but commitment, relationship. Again, you've got the 2 of cups here. You got other indicators of love. You got twin flame on the table, right? Long lasting. It's giving forever. Okay, and this card. You know what, pile 2? Like, I'm feeling this is a mutual energy because there's no reason why I got obsession again. Like, there's absolutely no reason why that's on my table. Like, I'm actually fed up with the card. Just talk to the person, pile 2, if it's a thing, okay? Like, it's giving that they're obsessed with you. It's giving that you're obsessed with them. Talk to the person. That's probably why you got waiting for you to come. Like, I'm fed up with you 2 already. Just do what you have to do. Let me go ahead and pull one more. Maybe I'll do 2 more since the other deck that's like it got 4. But there's no reason for you to have all of these cards about obsession. You've got groupie, you've got obsession, you've got long lasting, obsessed with you, going to make you mine. And I'm going to count twin flame as that as well, because people are a lot of people that subscribe to that tend to be a bit obsessive. I'm not going to lie. So you have surrender, which I guess that's what I'm explaining to you to do. But it's also giving that this person wants daydreams about just you being obsessed with them, them being obsessed with you, even though it seems like you 2 both may be, right? But they're into like maybe a little, blindfolding, covering the eyes, surrender. Again, it's all about dominating and being dominated. Whichever side of the spectrum or whichever hybrid of that energy they embody, they really love the dom sub energy, okay? And right away I got the last one. And what the heck, I promise you I am shuffling these decks like I cleansed them. But you have secret lover, just like pile 1. So again, maybe a crush, secret admirer or whatever. And at the bottom you have spiritual connection, which was also a card from pile 1. So again, that is what's going on. But again, spiritual connection, twin flame, it all ties in. I'm not even going to explain any more of this because it's giving pile 1 to a certain degree if you came from that pile. And if you did not come from that pile, I gave you what you needed. Okay, so thank you so much for watching pile 2. If this resonated, hopefully it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile 3, if you selected this raw emerald crystal, then this is your reading. So we're going to be looking at your person's current daydreams about you. This is an adult 18 plus sexual reading. We're going to get basically what they daydream about when they think of you sexually. So I'm going to start with the tarot cards like we always do. I have a few oracle decks, and then we're going to top it off with the erotic sex oracle and the sex answers oracle so we can get in the gritty. All right, so let's see what we get for your person. The card almost wanted to come out and then it jumped back in, and I'm having that issue right now several times. So there's some hesitancy. Somebody's like holding back, somebody's backtracking, somebody's just not comfortable. And I have 3 cards that popped out, and let's take them. Let's just take them. I was gonna put them back and shuffle. They hit the floor. I'm gonna take the bottom of the deck, which is the 9 of Blades. I think I had it in one of the other piles, but we've got the Queen of Rods, which I feel like just came out. We've got the Knight of Elixirs though. That's interesting. And then we have the Page of Rods. So lots of fire, lots of passion, right? Lots of passion. It's very fiery. It's giving also all night. I think it was pile 2. If you were interested in that pile, you may want to check it out. But Nine of Blades is also anxiety, and that's what I got from this pile. It was just now when I shuffled, it was nope, not that one, nope, not that one, jumps out, jumps back in, okay, fine, take these three. It was more of a ripping the band-aid off from more, not that negative, like ripping off the trauma. It's okay, like F it, I'll do it, right? Like it's like that hesitation and fear before just going for it. And that's what I'm getting from this person or from you. Either way, like I said, your energy comes through sometimes because this is like you're getting this reading. So your energy is bound to be in here somewhere, whether it's placements or perspectives and whatnot, right? Sometimes you and the person you ask about are mirroring each other. It just depends on the reading and it depends on the person. But right now, this person has been hesitating or you have been hesitating. And then it's like, boom, I went for it. And that's how they fantasize. That's how they daydream about you. Even when it comes to sex, I feel like this is some type of other, that energy was too strong in the way I was shuffling for it to just be sex. It has to be some situation or circumstance that I'm hitting on with what I just talked about. But that is a part of the fantasy. That is a part of the daydream, is kind of like hesitating, like hot and cold, maybe flirting a little bit. Like this person, some of you, this person kind of has like a mean, playful spirit. Like they may say, like they may insult you for fun, things like that. Which depends on what you like, right? Like that might turn you on, that might turn them on. That's the kind of thing that some of these people are interested in. But it's giving that they want to tease. Like they like to tease. They like to tease and or be teased as it relates to sex. Like that's their thing. That's their thing. I'm hearing pinching. I don't know why I'm hearing pinching, but some of you, this person fantasizes about pinching. And just a heavily flirtatious energy with that Knight of Elixirs, right? Like very passionate and like conquering and receptive with that Queen of Rods, but just conquering, like going for it in terms of playfulness, like pleasures and just not just flirtation, but like this is the type of person that would like take their flirtations to the next level, even if you're not like a couple. Like they may touch you quote unquote inappropriately at odd times, or like they may go in for the kiss, or like, you know, like they're a bit touchy feely. And not saying you don't want it, that's not what I'm getting at all. I'm just saying this person's very charming. They're very good at making you feel attractive. Like that's the types of things surrounding this person's fantasies. I don't know why that's coming up, but anyway, Page of Rods is like hasty energy. Like it's not necessarily the Knight, but it's like hasty energy. And with that anxiety of the Nine of Blades, like that's just the energy surrounding this person. Like I feel like in this reading right now, I'm all over the place because this person is all over the place. Like they are not still, they're not stable right now as it relates to you. So let me get the Moonology so I can stabilize this energy for them so that I can read it right now. Because I feel like their daydreams are all over the place. Like there's lots of sexual daydreams about you, but they're just all over the place. Like there's no consistency here. Communication is key. Probably because they may have Gemini placements, but this communication is key. It's like their thoughts are speed. Like their daydreams switch based on how they feel. Like they have, like there's no correlation with like there's no way to tie in their daydreams together. Like it just depends on the day. Like this person probably is like, they may be on medication to stabilize their mind, not because like they're unstable mentally, but because like their mind moves at like such a rapid pace that like the daydreams they have about you today are completely different from the ones they had yesterday and the ones they will have tomorrow. Like that's just how some of you as people operate. And this is a very specific group of you that I'm speaking to right now, because I was about to say that person, but I meant like those people that I'm talking about right now. It's like their energy came in hot, crazy, heavy, and like very unstable for me as a reader to interpret. Like it was like another language. So Let me see what else I can get. I'm going to get these and take this two and take the bottom so that I can tap into the rest of you for this pile. Because I don't feel like all of you are dealing with chaotic people. Even though maybe, to some degree your person is chaotic. The fact that they came in with those super chaotic few that hit the pile, they have a very chaotic side, which is interesting, especially sexually. It may tie into the daydreams. Maybe the daydreams themselves are being chaotic. Like this may be this person may be very reserved, and like they daydream about being chaotic with you, and that's why they stepped into this pile with some people that are chaotic. Let me see. I'm saying pile 2, so you probably want to pick that. Okay, balance. I'm talking about balancing that energy, and here I go with my Libra scales. Okay, full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. So this person is all about giving and receiving in equal parts. It's all about fairness, right? Look at the twins on the Gemini card. It's all about balance, right? It's giving two halves of a whole, two become one. Yours, mine, and ours. Like that's the energy this person daydreams about. Like it's all about giving and like everything being reciprocated. Like they give what they receive and vice versa. Beautiful, beautiful energy as it relates to sexuality. And that's the types of daydreams that they have. Heavy air influence though, with both Gemini and Libra on the table. Okay, let me get one more and I'll take the bottom. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. It's all about coming together and being one and just surrendering to one another. And you got the new moon card. Look at that. Two halves of a whole. It's giving yin and yang. It's giving yin and yang. What's that? Time to take action. If you were hesitating, we talked about hesitation. What did I say? You know what? I think I was talking about that ripping the band-aid off and just boom, go. Like that's why this take action and Taurus, Aries. I don't know if that's relevant. Oh, I dropped it, but I need it back because this is the actual bottom. There it is. Okay. So you got new moon and full moon. See that? New moon and full moon. And like, it's like two halves of a whole, dark moon, full bright moon. And like yin and yang energy, that's what this person's daydreams about. That's what this person is daydreaming about sexually as it relates to you, but just in terms of being with you in any level, like yin and yang, one half, the other half, two become one. Like that's the energy this person is giving. So let me see what Melanin Pop has to say. And maybe that's what it is too. This person is giving like they feel like they're all over the place, and like you would kind of, you coming in as another half would kind of like you could stabilize one another, if that makes sense. Like you're both living chaotic lives, and you would balance out if you were together, or you do balance out when you're together. Because I do see couples here, right? I do see couples here. I need something. Let me fix this. Yeah, I mean it is chaotic because I feel like I'm normally knocking things over, but I feel like I'm doing it a little more right now. A little more right now. So let me see what Melanin Pop has to say. Pile 3. Current daydreams about you. Community. That's interesting. Okay. Groups, family, neighbors, polygamy. Two halves of you. Some of you, that's all this dual energy this person is interested in, like bringing in other people into the bedroom, and they daydream about that. The other half of you, this person is thinking, daydreaming, not like that's not about sexuality. That is like they kind of daydream of living their day-to-day with you, like community. Like this person may be a part of a group. They may want you to be a part of their family. Anything that they're working on, like anything out in the community, like that's the type of thing they daydream about. It's not necessarily sexual. It's just that's what they daydream about as it relates to you. Like just because we asked about their current daydreams about you from a adult perspective doesn't mean that other daydreams won't come out. So like this person you know, thinks about spending time with you and their family, spending time with you and their whatever the community is, like doing that type of stuff, right, out and about. So let's see what else. But again, there is that side of you where it's they want to bring other people into the bedroom, or they think about having multiple partners in the bedroom with you, or what is it called? Lord, I can't even think of it. It's at the tip of my tongue. Swingers, like they think about being swingers and stuff like that. And then yeah, this person thinks about things outside of sex, right? Because of the, okay, so let me just start with what I have. First, you have ugly sweater. So they think about the holidays. If it's real time, that makes sense because it's near Christmas. So you have holiday themes, silly, thoughtfulness, funny. Like they think about having fun with you, laughing, joking, things like that. They think about joking, having fun, acting silly together, and then having sex. Like that's the type of daydream. Like they want to play and do silly things with you and then have sex, right? They want to go out in the community with you and then have sex, right? Do maybe community work and have sex, laugh, be silly, then have sex. Then you have imprisonment, caught, blockages, cornered, stuck. That is just that bondage energy, that control energy, that dom sub energy coming out. That's part of the daydream. It's also like a energy of solitude, like staying in, like not go, like it's kind of like that going out, coming in. Again, we talked about this person being all over the place with and kind of inconsistent with, like, right, like one moment they're daydreaming about being out and about with you, the other moment they're in solitude. Like that's the energy this person's giving off. But at the bottom you have athlete, right? You've got dedication, training, hobby, talent, active, games, sports. So again, it's back to that fun energy of that ugly sweater card, that playing around, being silly. Social media may be relevant. It says popularity, influencer, tech savvy, because it wanted to show itself, so I let it. Yeah, but that athlete card is like this person fantasizes, like they think they'd get a good workout having sex with you. That's funny. Like they feel like sex with you would be very intense. It would be a really good workout. It would be very active. And that's the goal, like very, very active, right? That's what they're thinking about. Anything active, even when they're even when in solitude with you, like even when they daydream about like being, like, I guess in the house, just you two, it's still very, very active as it relates to the sex. Like this person is probably the type to think about sex all the time. Like this person may think about sex all the time. They may think about all of the ways that they could have sex with you all the time, and think about having sex with you all the time. Like that's what it gives right now. Okay, so let's see what we get from Black Hollywood Romance Stars. What does this card have to add to it? And then we're gonna, like I said, get to the gritty of those last two decks, the Erotic Sex Oracle and Sex Answers. So what do we have here? Not really wanting to come. Like I said, so much hesitation from this pile. Like it's like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. You know what, I'll just do it. It's like hesitating. Like this is, it's giving the perfect example of the energy this person's giving me. I got a card and I'm gonna hold on to it because I see it. This person's giving me the energy of like, you know how, and I'm guilty of this. So like if I'm going to a brand new restaurant, I have to see the menu in advance. Like I need to plan out, like I have to give myself options. I have to narrow it down and then be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna try. Like I have to do it. So, or I'll be taking so long with the menu. Everybody will have ordered and I'll just end up just picking something at random anyway. So this person feels like the type to go to a restaurant and the menu is overwhelming. They have no idea what to try. So everyone's ordering now and they're like, I don't know what I want to get. So I'll go last. And then when they go last, they just pick something random, boom, because just to pick something. That's the energy. So I don't know if that's related to you and their approach to you, or if that's you and your approach to this person. But that's the energy that's coming through heavy for this power. I have no clue why. Anyway, the first card you have from Black Romance Angel Star is Safe Place. There's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you are protected by your partner's love. So it's all of like that ugly sweater and community, safe. They feel like they fantasize about safety. You like they daydream about how safe being with you would make them feel. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Like they fantasize about trusting you. daydream about trusting you. So let's get 2 more. Again, that hesitation is still here. I don't know why, pile 3. I don't know why. What's this hesitation? It's slowing me down. I'm trying to wrap this up. Okay, quality time. I know what I'm talking about. I'm so glad I started shuffling on camera. That way y'all can't call me a liar, because listen, I be talking and then things come out. All right, quality time. This says quality time means putting away the phone and clearing your brain of anything distracting so you can So you can ensure that your partner is your number one focus. That might be a typo, or maybe I'm just tired. Okay, but quality time, safe place, quality time. And there's 2 poking out, so I'm gonna take them because I don't trust y'all to not have me shuffling all night. Your captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear confidence well, and that may be some confidence as well. Let me slide this over so that we can fit this, but it's all about safety, comfort, and whatnot. This person's daydreams about you. Reconciliation. Be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. So again, if it's an ex, maybe just be open or whatever, but reconciliation doesn't have to mean someone returning. It could just be someone coming in. It could be, like interacting with one another. And then you have self-love. They daydream about that sex with you would make them love themselves. Like being with you sexually would enhance their self-love. They feel like it would be an act of self-love to be with you if they have not already. That's nice. We're going to put that over there. I'm running out of space on the table, and I don't even know how or what I'm doing. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start with Sex Answers Oracle to get what we're going to get. And a card just literally slid into my hand. Like I split the deck, I shuffled the one time you heard, and the card is here. So what is it? Ooh, want to make you scream. That card speaks for itself. This person probably daydreams a lot about your mouth area, but want to make you scream. That's interesting. But again, very self-explanatory. What else can I get for pile 3? And I'm realizing that I did not channel a song for y'all the way I did the other 2 piles. So the thing about it is I'll probably end up shuffling anyway, because I try to give y'all 2 per pile. So I got 1 song each for pile 1 and 2, and I'm gonna shuffle to get them a second one, but I'll end up having to shuffle twice. Now that X energy is coming through heavy for those of you that are asking about an X. I'm getting half and half, and some of you are asking about, like not half and half. Some of you are asking about an ex, some of you are asking about a current partner, some of you are asking about, like I always say this, a crush or something, secret admirer. But that community, some of you are with a current partner that wants to bring in an ex or your ex, which is interesting, very, very interesting. That's what they daydream about. But anyway, sex with your ex. Yeah, so if you're asking about an ex, they're fantasizing, like them. It's like memory based, I think. Like that was that pile 2? Oh my goodness, I feel like these piles are merging for a lot of you. But anyway, sex with your ex, like they're thinking about sex with you if this is your ex, and if you're with the current partner, they're daydreaming about bringing in an ex, whether yours or theirs. Like not all of you, but like, I mean, with community, even if it's not an ex, they're thinking about like maybe some type of threesome or something like that. But I don't feel like that card is necessarily relevant for all of you. It's just a very specific message for those of you that are really identifying with that message. I'm going to pull 4. Get creative with me. And again, if that was already the energy I just talked about, then yes, here you go. But this person's really, they're really trying to like in their mind, like they really want to please you. Whether dominant or submissive in their sexual nature, they're really like daydreaming about pleasing you. Just in general. So let me get one more and take the bottom. And that just threw itself across the room. Probably fantasize about your butt. I don't know why I said that like that. But try new things. and this person wants you to be open-minded sexually, or that hesitation and fear is probably them not really being about that life. That's probably what that fear is, depending on the person. Because again, but you got to show your wild side. Be freaky 4B. Yeah, this person just has really freaky daydreams, some of you, and they're not about that life. They're not. They're just daydreaming. That's why they're so scared and hesitating and stuff. Others of you, this person is daydreaming, or I think they want to do, like, they feel safe enough with you to bring in an ex or bring in someone else and do, you know, all of that other stuff. Like, you know, whatever floats your boat. Like, that's what they're thinking about, some of you. But this person just overall, the overall theme, regardless of your circumstances, this person really wants to like explore you, go as deep as they can with you sexually, intimately. Like I said, that yin yang energy, that having fun with you, like bonding with you on a deeper level. Okay, so let me see what Erotic Sex Oracle has to say to close this thing out. Worth waiting. I'm not playing these games with y'all because this card came out and I shuffle these decks. Okay, I do. So worth waiting. I am getting that this pile, I'm telling you, all over the place. Some of these people are like on one end of the spectrum of like hypersexual, open for anything, down for anything, and the other side is like completely celibate, possibly virgin. That's why there was always like a dual perspective. There was like the community of, oh, maybe they want to bring other people into the bedroom. That was one of them. And then it was like, no, but some of them, it's not about sex at all. It's just they want to go out in the community with you. Maybe they want to do community service with you. Like some of these people are feeling like super conservative, almost virgin, like very not anti-sex, not at all, but just very not prudish either. Like they're just not about just being like that with any and everybody. And then there's a group of them that's like down to have sex with the whole tribe. Because you know what I mean, that's just how they feel. Or maybe that's you too. Maybe you two are night and day in that way. One of you is super hypersexual and the other of you is not. You know what I mean? Like that's just the energy that's coming through. And that's why it's confusing for me, because I'm tired. So like I'm not as sharp as I normally am to like, I wasn't prepared for this chaotic energy that is pile 3. Let me see what Erotic Sex has to say. Sensual, and we got mouth again because we've got strawberry. Let's see. Going deeper. We talked about that, as deep as you can go with this person, right? So I feel like down here is that hypersexual, and now in this other deck I'm getting the sensual, going deeper. That's that group of people that are not hypersexual, because now I have intense affair, which is like it's intense energy. It's like an energetic pull. So like you've got one end that's like, okay, hypersexual, sex with everybody and your mama, and then you've got the ones that are like, I need a deep connection, right? A very intense energetic connection to get off. Let's see what this 4th card is going to do. They'll take the bottom. Gentle, loving. Exactly. So maybe, okay, you're all asking about one of these extreme personalities, right? It's either the hypersexual or the person that needs a lot more to get their sexual energy going. Like it can't just be turned on by any and everything, right? And again, maybe that is just the contrast of you two. One is like that, one is the other way. You've got fetish at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think you two may be very different sexually. And I don't know why it came through this person's daydreams, but maybe the fact that you two are very different may be fueling this person's daydreams. Like they may be daydreaming about things that they're not actually about, or you know, things like that, or maybe a different approach to sex, because like I said, you two have different tastes. Just be mindful that there's not an incompatibility as it relates to sex with you two if you are going to be together. Like this could just be a crush that you're asking about that's not going anywhere. But if this is a real life relationship or becomes one, just make sure you're open and honest with one another about your sexual compatibility. Yeah? Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have for you. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.